Hey guys! So today I'm talking to you guys about eloping and why I decided to elope and some of the difficulties I've come across. Jonathan and I decided to elope actually before we got engaged. We knew we wanted to get married. It was just I waited for him to formally propose to me. But we knew we wanted to get married, and an elopement was just perfect for us. People elope for all different kinds of reasons. Maybe they elope because their parents are divorced and that would be awkward, or a lot of times it has something to do with family, maybe conflicting religions, or just anything like that. A lot of times it's just really a personal reason why people elope. And then of course it's just, I was planning my big wedding and it was a hassle, and I just decided that eloping was right for us because we just want to be married right now. It was just a combination of stuff for me. A private ceremony was just better for us because we do have conflicting religions in our families, and also we wanted to get things started. So we're both, he's 31 and I'll be 30 in a couple of weeks. So I get to technically say that I got married in my 20s and hopefully started having kids in my 30s, but I'll be 29 getting married. But being that age, we both just wanted to start a family sooner rather than later, and so this is going to enable us to get started 3 months earlier. I know 3 months doesn't sound like that big of a deal, but we're just going to start trying for a family, and we just wanted to have a private ceremony and get it taken care of. There are all different kinds of ways that you can elope. You can leave the country and get married in a foreign country. We decided not to do that because of the laws, and just it's kind of complicated to get your marriage license in a different country. It just makes more sense to get your marriage license in your own country. So we threw around the idea of maybe going out west and getting married out there. We decided not to do that. We decided the perfect thing for us to do was to just get married in the spot that he proposed to me, which is really special to us, and you can watch our proposal video. I'll try to link that down below. But yeah, it just makes it a special spot that we can always go back and visit that spot on Skyline Drive. It's a really pretty location, and it's private. Even though it's an overlook, it's still quite private. So it was a nice option for us. And also it is easier to get married in your own state. So even amongst states, some states transfer really easily. Like I think, people always elope in Las Vegas, and I think that they have really easy transferable, marriage license. I don't really know all the technicalities, but I just know that it was just easier for us to just get married in Virginia. I live in Virginia. Get married in Virginia, and then we're just going to fly out for our honeymoon the very next day. And nobody knows. And so that's another difference too. Some people elope and they have a small ceremony with their parents and their close friends, and that's it. But that option just wasn't a good one for us. So we're doing it completely without anybody knowing. And I will tell you that I think the hardest part of eloping is all the questions that people are asking you because they know you're engaged. And right now, people think that our celebration of our marriage, our reception, which is happening in September, this is June, it's happening in September, they think that that's going to be our actual wedding. So it's just been difficult because they're like, oh, who's your officiant going to be? And they're asking completely innocuous questions. I mean, they don't feel like they're prying in any way, but we don't always have the right answer for them, and so they often feel slighted. The best way for me that I found to deal with this is just, I say things like, well, we like planning things privately, and we're gonna reveal things, as we feel we want to, and things like that, but people still feel a little bit like, okay, that's weird. And I know it sounds weird, but in the end, they'll all understand. Something else that you have to consider if you're going to elope is how your family will take it. For us, our families are just so excited that we're getting married because we're older. I don't know about your area, but around here, people tend to get married in their early to mid-20s. And so since we're both in our 30s, or I'm close to my 30s, our families are just like, all right, come on, let's get this done. And so my mom actually mentioned to me, hey, why don't you guys elope? And his mom actually mentioned to him, hey, why don't you guys elope? So when they said that to us, we were just like, oh yeah, that's something we could do, maybe, we'll see. And all along, that's what we wanted. So we're just really, really glad that they're okay with it and they're going to be on board with it. So that worked out really, really well. But right now, the hardest thing is I want to share it so bad. I just want to be able to talk to my friends. I want to be able to talk to my mom. I want to be like, I'm getting married in 5 days, in 4 days now. It's just like, and I can't like give that excitement to anybody. So guess what, YouTube? I'm giving it to you. I'm giving it to you guys because I'm super, super excited and I have to tell somebody about it. I do get to tell strangers, which is really nice. So last night, our server at my favorite Indian restaurant in a nearby town, she knows us really well because we go to this restaurant so often. And actually, we had our first date at that restaurant, and she remembers us having our first date, which is just really awesome. And so I got to like gush and tell her about everything and just be like, yeah, we're eloping and we're going to Europe. And so she was happy for us, and I got to gush, which felt really great. But yeah, that can be difficult. So I would encourage gushing to strangers because you have to get that out. At least I do. And I think that's about it. I think that's everything. The way that we decided to do the honeymoon is to fly out the next day. We threw around flying out the same day, but we just thought it would just be too hectic, and so we might get a little bed and breakfast in the area. We haven't even booked it yet, and it's just a couple days away, so I don't know. We might just come home, but I don't know yet. We'll have to see. I mean, we're eloping on a Tuesday, so it's not very difficult to just like spur of the moment make a reservation or something like that. I think it'll be fine. And then our honeymoon, we're going to be going to Germany and England. It was his idea, actually, but we're going on a European castles tour. So I'm so excited. We're going to a bunch of different places in Germany, and then while we're over there, we just thought we would go over to England as well. Just because I'm an English teacher and I would love to just do the whole Shakespeare thing and do just a little bit of sightseeing in Britain as well. So we'll be going to London to do that. And it's just a little over 2 weeks, and so it's going to feel really short, especially the London part, because I think we're only in London for 3 nights, so it's going to be rushed, but it'll be awesome. I'm really excited, and I'm going to film while I'm there. I'm not going to upload while I'm there, but I'll film while I'm there. And I think that's everything, so that's why we're eloping, and If you have any advice about eloping for other people to read, go ahead and post it below. I hope I've given you guys some advice. Anyway, bye. Hope you like this video. Bye.